L.O.T.S Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, DSTM. You guys do me a favor. Let's not wait for the middle or the end of this video. I need everybody to come together as a collective and let's hit the like button. As soon as you guys hit the like button, YouTube's going to take this content, this video that you're watching, and push it forward and recommend it to their audience, all right? Let's break the algorithm. Now, you guys, I am the incomparable. The author imitated but cannot be duplicated. The one they took their style from, I'm the elected, the appointed voice of the streets. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. You guys, that's an acronym, obviously. It stands for Lord of the Streets, Leader of the Streets, Learning off the streets, Living off the streets. And if I say living, that's in reference to eating off of the land. We eat what we kill here. We're hustlers, all right? Now, this is powered by L.O.T.S Media. And I want to welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 112. That part. Hold up. Now, you guys, last but not least, I'm public enemy number one, and I'm considered top op. You are now listening to the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Now, let's talk about this Grammys. Kendrick Lamar, 5 awards, landslide, total eclipse. Anybody that was nominated in those categories. Not just Kendrick Lamar. And we're going to speak about Kendrick Lamar stepping out, adding the dagger and spinning the dagger, and Drake coming out to Not Like Us, career ending. We'll speak about it. Chris Brown receives an award. Typically, Chris Brown does not get celebrated. It's called cancel culture. The question is, does cancel culture even exist any longer? Also, Beyonce, 2 awards. Black people, we're breaking boundaries. We got into country music, and we starting to get our flowers. Shout out to Beyonce, the award winner. Alicia Keys, Global Impact Award, recognized Global Impact Award. We'll speak about that. Also, what else we have here? We spoke about Kendrick, Alicia Keys. We also have R&B. We have who we got? Chris Brown. There's one person I'm missing. Beyonce. We spoke about Beyonce. Let me see who I'm missing. Allow me one moment. Let me double check here. There's one more person I'm missing here. All right. Tim's. All right, Tim's, Afro Beats. Now, Tim's received Album of the Year. All right, African Album of the Year. Now, let's start off with Kendrick. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so YouTube will take this and recommend it, push it forward, that part. All right, you guys, Kendrick Lamar. Start off Kendrick Lamar. Landslide. 5 awards, all right? Kendrick Lamar eclipsed everybody in those categories, any nominees. Now, Kendrick Lamar walked out to accept his award. When he's walking out, he had theme music. You guys know Kendrick Lamar right now is the villain. You can't have a good movie without a good villain and a good hero. Kendrick Lamar's playing the villain. He might be a hero to Cali, but he's a villain in reference to Drake. With that being said, Kendrick Lamar walks up to accept his award. I'm setting the scenery for you guys. He steps up to accept the award, playing They're Not Like Us. This is Drake's song that brought the demise of Drake's career. Champagne Poppy, Arbery, Six God. This is what ended his career. That song. Now, when he walks out to the song as his theme music, there's a particular segment of the song that he's playing. She probably a minor P5. You see those 2 names? Anybody correlate you with that type of jacket? That's career ending, brand tainting. No brand is going to want to associate themselves with Drake with those type of allegations, trailing him, connected to him. So this is not necessarily the gift that keeps giving, but he's delivering the death blow. This is insult to injury. You go accept the award, playing probably a minor. Now, listen, you guys. Obviously, he didn't do this by himself, right? We're speaking about the Grammys. Shout out to the Grammys. And shout out to the Grammys once again. But the Grammys, they have the right to pick and choose. I know they're meticulous about their program, how people accept their awards, what's playing in the background, just to show production in itself. All right? My question is to the Grammys, who signed off on that song being played while Kendrick accepts his award? Because that gives credence to Drake's theory. Aubrey's theory is that the music industry and everything that it encompasses in the industry has come together as a collective to destroy and bring the demise of his career. They want him out of there. When you have a platform such as a big platform such as the Grammys, recognized, super recognized, prestigious award, and they put emphasis on that song while he's receiving his award, alluding to dealing with minors and being a pedophile. All right? Very correct ending. And that gives credence to Drake's lawsuit. I'm starting to believe Drake. I'm starting to believe that there is the industry has come together as a collective. Now, Drake, is this karma? Cause I know you into knocking down niggas' bitches. I know you into fucking niggas' bitches. Drake, was you knocking down these industry execs bitches too? That's what I'm getting here. Cause how did you get the whole industry to not? How did you get the whole industry to come against you? All these rappers as a collective. This is not natural. And the industry, this is not by coincidence. This is by design, and it might be through your own. You might be the architect to your own demise, Drake. All right? But nonetheless, you guys, Kendrick Lamar received 5 awards for the night. Landslide, Total Eclipse. He walks up playing They're Not Like Us. I'm setting the mood now. Walk with me. Kendrick was dressed up. This is my problem with Kendrick. I couldn't really accept Kendrick as being a hip-hop king because to be quite frank, I'm not really into his style. How he dressed. Even it took a while for me to get used to his voice. The Andre 3000 computer voice. It took a while to get used to that. And respectfully, because he's one of the artists that I've come to respect now. But nonetheless, I thought he was more of a conscious rapper. I thought Kendrick Lamar would dress more like a Common Sense or Andre 3000. I know he's not that eclectic, but I just picture Koofies, right? Now, I know Kendrick Lamar is from Compton, and some say he's from a blood set. So this is when my opinion starts to evolve. It starts to change of him, my perception of Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar was on stage, let's get to it, wearing that iced out chain with the charm around it. Nice. He got the jean jacket, casual, jean denim set, jean set. When I seen Kendrick Lamar on stage, I said, now that's the king of rap. I wasn't comfortable with what I seen before, but now I see it. Now, there's a reason why I'm saying this. Every king of rap had to have style influence. You saw my Biggie, Coogee sweaters. Biggie wear Coogee. And he spoke about DC hoes wearing Moschino, every cutie with a booty bought a Gucci. You know, he spoke about fashion. He was a trendsetter. Coogee sweaters. Tupac Shakur. Versace. The leather vest and shit like that. Fashionista. These niggas used to be I think he would attend the Paris Fashion Week. I think Pac used to attend stuff like that and be a model. Participate in those events. Nonetheless, what else we have here? Hip Hop King. Look at Wayne, how influential he dressed. It might be exotic, eclectic, right? Not so much. I'm not so much a fan of how he dresses. Nas, Nasty Nas. You know Nas is a king of rap. We talking about the Goliaths of this rap shit. Nas with the Cartier frames. I'm rocking with that. Now I feel like Kendrick Lamar. Let me just say this on behalf of L.O.T.S Approved Media. Kendrick Lamar, I now trust hip-hop in your hands. I trust it now. I was skeptical before. I know I know I could have stopped you. You was right next to the throne. If not, you was sitting in the throne. But my perception of my opinion of you, I wasn't fond of your style. I get it now. All right. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar and applaud that. Now, you guys, let's talk about the 5 awards. Let's get to it. All right, Kendrick Lamar, landslide, eclipsed the whole game. 5 awards. All right, let's start off with the first award that Kendrick won for the Nights. All right, in which Kendrick Lamar wins Best Rap Song of the Year. That's you now. I don't think nobody will argue about that. Anybody that argue about that, don't even come on this platform and save your breath in the comment section, all right? Now, Kendrick Lamar wins Best Rap Performance. I don't know what performance they're referring to, but I know one thing: he puts a lot into his stage production. All right, and the Paris Fashion Week was a reflection of that. And I think he performed for Chanel. I'm not sure what fashion designer it was, but the stage was amazing. All right. Also, Kendrick Lamar wins Best Music Video. Well deserving. You guys know he's eclectic. Check out the videos, man. Encrypted messages. Art is subject to be interpreted. I look at Kendrick videos one day, I see something. The next day, I see something I didn't notice the day prior to that. That's how art works. All right? It's encrypted. He's meticulous with his art. And a lot of you rappers, artists need to be more meticulous. I think rap videos have become super cliche. And there's nothing wrong with that. We ain't gonna get super intelligent on people, but because there's the elements of vainness in hip-hop that I particularly like also. But we gotta switch it up. We gotta find a balance, my good people. We can't keep showing the bitches, the twerking, the vehicles. We gotta make them think a little bit more. That's what hip-hop is missing. That's why hip-hop, you take away hip-hop's significance when you take away hip-hop's power. And that's the power of hip-hop, all right? Now, you guys, last but not least, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. All right. Now, Kendrick Lamar also wins Record of the Year. Last but not least, Kendrick Lamar wins Song of the Year. Now, you guys, obviously that's Song of the Year. I don't think nothing outperformed that song. So across all genres, that's Song of the Year. Once again, you guys, clap it up for Kendrick Lamar with all those great accolades and accomplishments, all right? The new king of rap. All right, now, you guys, let's speak about it. Doechii, all right? It's a great segue. Let's stay on the West Coast. We're on the West Coast right now. Kendrick Lamar, Cali, Compton. Now, we're on the West Coast, but we're going to travel down here. This is the Florida base. We'll get to it. Doechii, TDE artist, girl, black woman, beautiful, black excellence. She received an award for the night also. I believe that she got Rap Album of the Year. Let me double check here. Doechii, Rap Album, correct, for 225, Grammy Award. Alligator Bites Never Heal. Clap it up. Clap it up for Miss Doechii. All right, now, first of all, her award was presented by Cardi B. Very necessary. I like to see women getting along together, and it's great that somebody who was before you, experienced success before you, usher you in that way. I love to see that. Now, also, she spoke on behalf of Tampa, Florida. Now, you guys know this is a Florida-based platform, so we're going to speak about it. But before we get to that, let's just talk about how she looked on stage. Beautiful, dark skin, black woman. We don't get that many depictions out here, y'all. We don't have that much representation out here. We had Foxy Brown, a great representation. Now, as of lately, we've had JT from the City Girls. She looking fine as fuck. She doing her shit. Remember how the skin shine, beautiful black skin. Now we got Doechii. All right, looked great on stage, accepting her award. Keep saying reward. Accepting her award. Now, Doechii was seen on stage with her mother. That was a great, I like to see those depictions. We talking about black excellence right here. We need to see that within the equation. We need to see black women, mothers and fathers supporting their kids, because that's a great reflection of the black household. We need more images of that in the black community. I stress that here. It's hard for black people to look at their future and be optimistic about the future when we don't see depictions of people from our race being successful in different forms of light. And especially when you're talking about the black household. The father's always missing out the equation. We don't need to get deep here, but I love to see her on stage. And she gave testimony on stage. First of all, she said she poured her heart out into that mixtape, that project. All right. And she also gave some words of encouragement. Now, Doechii went as far as to say, don't let nobody tell you not smart. Don't let nobody tell you too dramatic. Don't let nobody tell you too loud. Don't let nobody tell you too dark. Now, obviously, she's saying that. I think that's her testimony. You can obviously see that she was experiencing that. That's the type of things that she faces throughout her career. Nonetheless, these are words of encouragement. We don't see too many depictions of dark-skinned women in our culture, once again, all right? So I love to see black excellence. I like to see her up there with her mama. The only thing I would have loved to see her daddy up there with her too, because we need to add that in the equation. But unfortunately, a lot of us in the black community, I'm not saying that she suffers from that, but I know I suffer from that. Single parent homes, daddy not part of the biological father, not a part of the equation. All right. Nonetheless, a beautiful depiction. Now, she spoke about Florida. Now, you guys know this is a Florida platform. Miami. She spoke about Tampa, Florida, and how Tampa, Florida goes overlooked. She said when people speak about Florida, when they speak about us, they only speak in reference to Miami. And that's a problem for the rest of Florida. You guys keep in mind, Miami was the first place to get established out of the whole Florida. So they don't get the certain exposure that they may deserve, right? And you guys determine whether they deserve it or not. But nonetheless, things have changed in the past few years, the past decade. Since the insurgence of Kodak Black, the whole Florida is activated now. Nobody's left out in Florida. South Florida, Dade County, Broward County, Palm Beach, up the road, Fort Myers, Fort Pierce, Central Florida, Orlando, North Tallahassee, Jacksonville in particular. Everywhere in Florida is activated at this point. And you could thank a lot of that to Kodak Black. All right. Now, with that being said, she shed some light on Tampa, Florida. She said Tampa, Florida has a big culture. There's a lot of culture there in Tampa, Florida. And she also said that Tampa, Florida has a lot of talent there. And when people speak about Florida, they only speak about Miami. And labels need to go to Tampa to go search for talent. Now, you got Tampa. She gave you guys a big look. I know Tampa got some artists. I'm familiar with the Iceberger cat. I think I got familiar because he shares a name similar to our artist, Iceberg Billionaire. All right. And also you got Tom G. Familiar with them. All right. So she's shining light and Rod Wave. Excuse me. Big mistake. Rod Wave. Two big artists. And Doechii, she's joining that equation. All right. You're gonna speak about her in that same regard. So, Tampa, Florida, shout out to you guys. Y'all niggas is on, man. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. Shout out to Doechii, man. Shout out to all the artists that don't get no light in Tampa, Florida. All right, and she's right. Tampa and in certain places don't get no light. You know what I mean? But things have changed as of lately in the past few years. Now, you guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. We spoke about the West Coast. All right, we spoke about Kendrick, we spoke about TDE, we even spoke a little about Florida, you know what I mean? So now we're going to leave the West Coast. Let's speak about Beyonce. Now you guys know Beyonce, Sean Carter's wife, Beyonce, $1.4 billion B. So that's why I like to call her. Now, Beyonce won 2 awards for the night. 2 awards that typically black people do not win. Let's be clear. You guys, black people have officially invaded country music. And I think that they don't like it. With that being said, Beyonce won 2 awards. Country Music Album of the Year and Album of the Year. Very well deserving. Clap it up for Beyonce. All right, you guys. Now, this is in the midst of all the ridicule that they've been subjected to in the past few months via Jaguar Wright. And I don't see too much of her any longer, so I think she got silenced, all right? And nonetheless, this is a change of things. And I like to see them being depicted in this type of light anyways, right? With that being said, 2 awards, all right? Country music and album of the year. First of all, we don't be in country music. We have invaded country music. A lot of people don't like that because we're not typically country music artists, but black people, we're very talented, salt of the earth, blase, blase, etc., etc. Nonetheless, this is a change of events for the Carter family. Now, Blue Ivy was in attendance, all right? You guys seen Blue Ivy there? And she had to remind Beyonce to get up and receive her award. I guess Beyonce was kind of overwhelmed. She seemed shocked. It looked like a little theatrical. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. But nonetheless, she had to nudge her mama, say, get up and go get your award. All right. And I noticed that little display, that display of chemistry between them. And for some reason, I got the inclination that Blue Ivy may be the glue to Jay and Beyonce's relationship. I get that for some reason. How she was intuitive and she was there to assist her mother, right? And looked very, very, very genuine. Now, with that being said, once again, you guys, Beyonce wins 2 awards. I know Jay-Z was happy in attendance. Keep in mind, Jay-Z, last year, he spoke about Beyonce not receiving a Grammy. She was nominated, according to Jay-Z, nominated 15 times, but never actually received that award. Now, a lot of people at the Grammys, they suffer that same fate. People are getting dressed up, looking fly at their best, notifying everybody that they're going to be at the Grammys, and to no avail, they don't end up receiving an award, taking that stage, right? So it kind of makes you buy this extravagant ball gown in vain. Nonetheless, shout out to Beyonce, man. Shout out to the Carter family. Now let's speak about the album. The album was I want to give the correct name of Beyonce's album. Beyonce's country album. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. All right. Now it's called Cowboy Carter. All right. That part, country album of the year. Clap it up one more time for Beyonce. All right, now you guys spoke about Kendrick, spoke about Dolce. We talk about Beyonce. Now, Dolce. Now let's speak about Chris Brown. Now y'all know Chris Brown seldom gets celebrated. All right, after what happened with Rihanna, we don't want to beat the dead horse and go into details. With that being said, the public is growing tired of Chris Brown being subjected to that treatment. You can see it. You can see the energy. The people's opinion of Chris Brown is changing. Back to how they originally looked at him. A very talented artist. With that being said, Chris Brown never stopped performing. Chris Brown's music performs the best. His music catalog. You talking about streaming sites, et cetera, et cetera. He just doesn't get that look for public view. He doesn't get those large platforms to perform on no longer, right? It's far in between. We see one time that he was snubbed for doing the Michael Jackson performance because Michael Jackson's family, they declined on him doing an impersonation of Michael Jackson, what have you, a rendition of Michael, because they feel like that would be, I guess it would taint Michael's career or what have you, or his legacy, et cetera, et cetera. But nonetheless, you guys, the shit stops now. Chris Brown receives an R&B award for the album 1111. Now, this album is numerology. You know what I mean? I'm big on numerology. All right, numbers, that's how you can predict life. If you can put numbers together, look at the time of day. Right now, it's 10:11. You add that. 1 plus 0 is still 1. Plus 1 plus 1. That's actually a 3, right? So now, look at the time right here. That's a 3. 2, 4, 1, 4. All right, 2, 4, 6, 1, 7, 4, 11. 11, that's 2. 2 and 3. So what I'm trying to show you is you start taking things and you try to make a correlation. This is how people, Haitian people, you know what I mean? This is how niggas go start, this is how they fill out their lotto ticket. Numerology. People's birthdays. Niggas get rich off of this. So the album is named 1111, and it stands for manifestation and synchronization, all right? Obviously, the stars are aligning for Chris Brown. He was able to receive R&B Album of the Year, and he hasn't been acknowledged for his attributes for a long time. So once again, you guys, clap it up for the Grammys for acknowledging Chris Brown. And cancel culture is over. Remember, you heard it here first. All right, once again, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. All right, we get into more. We spoke about this. We speak about Thames. All right, Thames received nominated for Best African Music Performance. Hold up. Yeah, we speak about Thames. Now, you guys know Thames Afro Beats. Now, I heard about it. Everybody was saying Afro Beats is going to take over. Hip-hop is going to become obsolete. I don't hear that no more. Now, to be quite honest with you, all I hear is, hold on, wait, what's going on here? That's what I needed, all right? Crickets. I don't hear you guys no more screaming about Afro beats taking over hip-hop. Don't let me hear that rhetoric no more. This is a hip-hop platform. Don't ever speak against hip-hop in that shape or form, all right? But big shout out to Afro Beats, in which she won an award, all right? Thames. Now, you guys know there's rumors about Thames with Future. This is a very beautiful black woman. Thames is beautiful. So you seen a lot of beautiful dark-skinned sisters on that stage that night, all right? And that's particularly, that made me proud, all right? That made my black ass proud. Now, Thames nominated for Best African Music Performance for song Love Me Jeje. All right, once again, clap it up for Thames. Wow. Let me do my stuff. All right, now, not just Thames won the award. I'm failing to mention somebody here. You know what I mean? I don't want to leave out too many people. Oh, Alicia Keys. You guys, Alicia Keys received the Global Impact Award. This is a very prestigious award. Shout out to Mrs. Alicia Keys. With that being said, you guys, Alicia Keys was naming some powerful people. She was shouting out Rock Nation, shouting out Jay-Z, her husband, shouting out her, Jay-Z, what's my husband? Her husband, Swiss Beats. She also shouted out Clive Davis. You know what I mean? It's interesting. I'll let you guys make what you guys want to make of it. All right? But nonetheless, Alicia Keys, Global Impact Award. All right. Successful marriage with Swiss Beats. Hip-hop royalty, if you may. All right. And let's clap it up for Alicia Keys for that award. All right. All right, you guys, we spoke about Thames. We spoke about Alicia Keys. We spoke about Kendrick Lamar. We spoke about Doechii. What else we have here? I think that's yeah, we spoke, wait. Hold on. I cannot fail to mention. How could I forget? Let's talk about the Smiths family, Will Smith's kids. There's urgency there. No, this is urgency. I wonder how long this is gonna last, all right? Because these kids are they're getting grown. They're becoming adults, if not, they're already adults, right? All right, you guys, Jaden Smith and Willow Smith on the red carpet. Now, Willow Smith, provocative. You guys know these guys, they're part of the fashion community. They have a lot of ads and they're endorsed by the fashion community. They're models in that field. With that being said, and I'm going to handle this, these are kids still. They're still perceived as kids, but I don't know. These kids might be adults by now, 20 years old. I don't know. Willow Smith wearing nothing provocative. Willow Smith had on a robe on, a trench coat, if you may, a robe, in which she had nothing under there. She just had a bikini. And she was even revealing into point she opened up the robe just to show what she had under. Very provocative. That girl done grown up. Now, also, Jaden Smith. I don't know what Jaden had on his head. He had on a ski mask slash, like a sculpture, something that you put in the middle of your coffee table, where he put it inside the ski mask, and had the ski mask over his head. And I couldn't determine what the hell was that man was wearing, right? But I'm going to say that to say this. These kids were screaming for attention. I don't know what's going on at home, but they're screaming for attention. They want the world to recognize. I don't know why they're trying to make their voice so loud, but they want to be heard. And I think we need to start listening actually what's going on with Jaden and Willow Smith. And I'm going to leave that at that. L.O.T.S approved media. Listen, this is DSTM, the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. And you guys will soon find out as to why I am saying that. Now, last but not least, you guys, they say Kanye West was in attendance at the Grammys, in which there's a rumor saying that Kanye West got kicked out of the Grammys. Now, I did my Googles and research. I found out, according to Kanye, that is not true. Not too much to say about Kanye, but Kanye was in attendance. All right. Obviously, wife dressed super provocative, as usual. Wife was performing. His wife was performing, sitting on, I don't know if she was sitting on a table, the bar, what have you, but apparently Kanye gave her a microphone. So she was belting and singing her heart out. And Kanye appeared to be enjoying it. All right. Nonetheless, you guys, Kanye was in the building, but he did not receive any awards. And contrary to popular belief, to what they're saying in media, Kanye was not kicked out of the Grammys event. All right. Now, you guys, make sure you guys hit the like button. Let's sum that up. Let's make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel. Don't be a ninja watcher. It's a person that be creeping and watching, casually watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because that's just a hater. We don't deal with the pocket watcher. And we definitely, you know what we do to peeping times? Don't go to jail and you have to find out. Don't be no looky peeping Tom. First time viewers, you guys subscribe to the channel. It's fun here. This is a safe space. For reoccurring viewers, if this is your second time, third, 50, 100th time coming back, you should be subscribed by now. All right? You should know better. Now, you guys, let's move right along. We got to speak about this Claressa Shields and Danielle Perkins fight. Wait up. Hold up. Listen, man, this is an amazing fight. First of all, let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for women's sports evolving and getting me more interested in women's sports. All right. Let's get to it. Now, this is an interesting fight. First of all, from beginning to end, the fight was captivating, exciting. Never at one point did I lose interest. Never at one point was my attention, somebody was able to take my attention off of that fight. Now, with that being said, you guys know Papoose was in attendance. Yeah, Remy Ma Papoose. What up, Easy? Now, the man was in attendance, and he led her into the ring. The ring announcer announced Claressa Shields with Papoose. Something I didn't expect. Nor did I expect for Papoose to be walking her into the ring. And I definitely didn't expect for Papoose to be performing. All right? So there's a lot of nuances here. Papoose entering the ring with Claressa Shields. Announcer announcing Papoose in the ring, entering with Claressa Shields. All right? Leading her into the ring. Now, Papoose performed the song. You guys, first of all, Papoose never gets that type of shine. I don't think Papoose has been on that type of platform and his presence being amplified to that degree. So first of all, we gotta clap it up for Claressa Shields for lending that olive branch, that opportunity to Papoose, because Papoose, that was a good look, bro. Now, you guys, Papoose was performing. He did in the middle of Italy. Did you know where we did? Listen, he was doing a lot of dexterity there. He had a chance to display his talent, his lyrical capability. And he didn't just performed one song. He performed 2 songs, all right? So he led her out into the ring. Now, Claressa Shields stepped into the ring with Papoose. And then also you heard Jada, because the champ is here. Boom, 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 boom. The champ. In which so she's the champ, all right? Claressa Shields, she says that people think just because she's beautiful that she won't whoop your ass. And obviously, you've seen the hands of that fight, and we're going to get to that part. An amazing fight. Once again, captivating. The fight was more interesting than a lot of men fights, and we're going to speak about that, all right? Women's sports evolving. All right, let's get back to Papoose. Papoose leads her into the ring. Now, Danielle Perkins, she had her theme music to lead her into the ring also, in which Danielle Perkins chose to play I Deserve It All from Kendrick Lamar. All right, now that was a nice selection. That was very strategic. Did it age well? I'm gonna let you guys determine that. But nonetheless, she's alluding to that she deserves it all. Now let's talk about their fighting record. All right, Claressa Shields, 15-0. Excuse me, 0 losses. Danielle Perkins, 6 fights, 2 KOs, 1 loss. Let's be clear here. She is the underdog. She is the less experienced fighter, just judging by their track record, their fighting record. With that being said, amazing fight. Amazing fight. Now, I got the feeling that Claressa was fighting because she knew that Pap was in the building. It was a different type of fight. And I'm not an expert on Claressa Shields. I need to watch more. She got me watching women's sports, so I might just become an expert. Thanks to her and also Angel Reese in basketball, all right? You guys got more of a fan now in me. Now, with that being said, captivating. 10 rounds from 1 to 10. Never took her foot off the gas. Exciting fight, worth every dollar. Let's make this clear, all right? From the beginning, round 1. Round 1, she's taking off. She never lost intensity. The speed, the pace of the fight sustained throughout the whole 10 rounds. Let's be clear. I'm going to be quite honest with you. In the beginning, Claressa was the aggressor. All right? Now, Claressa, giving her the business in the beginning. I'm going to shoot Danielle some bell. Claressa mentioned that Danielle Perkins is the most strongest woman fighter she's ever fought in her life. That's credit to you, mama. You deserve that. All right? You guys seen her muscle mass. Did you guys see the bicep muscle? You see how that motherfucker kind of looking like mine? I'm a personal trainer. Very masculine. And this is what she's referring to as bitches think that she's pretty, Claressa that is, and don't think that she has the hands accompanied with that beauty. All right? And this is why particularly why I watch women's sports more, because I'm starting to see more pretty women. Shout out to everybody, the masculine women and all that, because God loves everybody. LGBTQ, shout out to everybody. We don't discriminate here. But me as a man, to be quite honest with you, I want to see some eye candy. I want to see some feminine, beautiful women. That's more interesting. Fighting-wise, you got me captivated. I'm sold. Now I can watch women's boxing just based off of, and I know I might be ignorant to some people, might be offended, but hey, you guys have a new fan here, all right? And her fighting technique, I love the way she fights. All right, like I said, round for round, intensity. I'm going to mention some things about it. She also says she wants to change women's sports. All right? Claressa Shields suggested that women's sports, instead of doing 10 rounds, they should transition to 12 rounds as opposed to 10 rounds. And maybe extend the fighting time, going from 20 to 25 minutes to maybe 39 minutes, or finding a medium, as she said, in between. Maybe that's a little bit too dramatic in considering endurance, right? Going from 20 to double the time, you got to take that into consideration. But back to the fight. 10 rounds of hell. And guess who caught the hell? Danielle Perkins. Danielle Perkins looked defeated from the whole fight. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Like I said, Claressa never took her foot off the gas in reference to intensity. Danielle appeared to be defeated. Danielle faced, after getting punched up, walking to the corner to her manager in the corner. She appeared to be defeated, right? She was over with it from the beginning. I don't know if it's when she got wind of how powerful Claressa is. Claressa's powerful. Remy, Pap, you know what you was doing. That bitch powerful. That part. Remember what she said? Listen, power, technique. I'm a fighter. I just saw a woman who could really fight. I've never seen to that degree. All right? She's the one. With that being said, Never took the foot off the gas. Y'all want to talk about the first round knockdown, which wasn't necessarily a knockdown? All right. Claressa Shields, once again, I'm going to reiterate this. Never let go, never stop. The intensity never decreased, all right? The same pace throughout the whole fight. She worked that girl. With that being said, she worked her so much that during the third round, Danielle Perkins, I think she stumbled on the ref's foot and she fell to the ground subsequently. But her legs were already wobbly. Her legs were weak. And you know in boxing, once your legs go, you go, all right? That's your foundation. That's why you saw the girl, she widened her stance. When you see Danielle Perkins, she started to widen her stance to achieve more stability, all right? Because Claressa was giving her the business, that part, and when she fell. But it wasn't a technical knockdown because she didn't fall through a punch, but subsequently the punches led to her falling down. She was weak in the legs because of those punches, all right? Now, with that being said, she got knocked out in the 10th round, knocked down in the 10th round, which concluded the fight. She won the fight from there. Now, when you see the punch, a clean punch, I think it was an overhand right. I'm not sure. You guys correct me in the comment section, which you guys love to do, that part. That being said, clean overhand right in the 10th round. Now, as for Danielle Perkins, listen, champ, I want to give you a A for effort. You were the underdog in this fight. Let's be clear. What I will say is you was not prepared to fight somebody of that degree, that stature. I don't know how limiting is the competition in women's boxing. Maybe there was nobody else to fight you. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys will let me know, educate me more on women's boxing. But you definitely, I think fighting Claressa was a bit premature, seeing that you only had 6 fights. All right? And you only had 2 knockouts. I don't think those fights was intelling enough to compare your stats for anybody to be under the assumption that you was ready to fight Mrs. Claressa Shields. But nonetheless, Danielle Perkins, you know what I mean? Applaud you on behalf of L.O.T.S approved media just for having the cojones, the audacity to fight that woman. Hold on. That part. And once again, to her defense, as she said, that was the strongest woman boxer she had ever faced. And she also said that Danielle is more stronger than most men. And like I told you guys, I'm a real street fighter. With that being said, those hands that Claressa had, 90% of niggas in the streets don't got those type of hands. And I understand she's professional, but let's call a spade, all right? And when she's talking about the strength, she more can say that. I don't know how she said. I don't know if she's used to fighting men. I don't fight women, so I just know that we're dominant, and I know us as men, we have heavier bone density. That's why it's not kosher for men to fight women, that part. Nonetheless, man, shout out to those women, and shout out to that event. That event, you guys got me. You guys won me. I am a new fan of women's boxing, women's sport. You guys have won me over. You guys will see more of my support here on this channel. But just give me something to watch. Give me some candy. Let me see the skill level. Step up the skill level. Step up the intensity, the difficulty, and bring the beauty. We want to see the beauty. All right? Women's sports evolving. Shout out to Angel Reese and shout out to Claressa Shields. Shout out to Mrs. Perkins, all right? Danielle Perkins. Nonetheless, that was a great performance. One of the best fights that I've seen in a long time. And I'm not going to pigeonhole it to women boxing. That's one of the best fights that I've seen in boxing, period, in a long time. Super captivating. Claressa Shields, you the shit, mama. And you got a new fan, man. And I can't stop reiterating that, all right? L.O.T.S approved media. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. When you guys hit that like button, YouTube takes this content, once again, they grab and they push it forward and recommend it to their audience, all right? We got to break the algorithm. That's what we're attempting to do in 225. This is God ordained. This is the most dangerous platform on God's green earth. You can't stop the inevitable, that part. Now, you guys, we spoke about the Grammys, all right? We spoke about Claressa Shields and Danielle Perkins, the fight in which Claressa Shields won, obviously. So now she is currently 16-0. Hold up. All right, you guys. Now, I want to speak about Kanye West. All right, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All right. Just checking to see if we have anything new in the news today. Everybody talking about the Grammys, man. It's nothing but the Grammys going on. And Kanye West with his provocative, him and his wife, Bianca Censori. All right? Very provocative. Him and that woman. I know they're not married technically, but that is his wife, as he likes to call her. All right? Provocative. Now, let's talk about it. Great, pun intended. Let's talk about Kanye West. Now, you guys, Kanye West, you guys know Kanye West is super vocal. I don't know if you guys noticed in social media, but I ain't been seeing no Kanye West out there. I'm seeing little glimpses of him on certain platforms, but other than he's been less vocal. All right. And I find this ironic. Cause with the recent win of Donald Trump in the election and him taking office on the 20th, his inauguration, one would have thought that Kanye West would have been in attendance. Hold up. To no avail, you guys, Kanye West was not in attendance. Now, I always knew Kanye West and Trump to be to have a bromance there, right? There's something there. There's this chemistry there. No Diddy. They're an item. Now, with that being said, they're supportive of each other. I know there's a conflict of interest. I know at one point that Kanye West was running for presidency, you know what I mean, and woo-de-woo, and there was some conflict of interest there. But nonetheless, I thought that these guys were good friends. So I was kind of like, I was stunned to not see Kanye West being vocal about Trump's election and Trump being in attendance next to Trump. I haven't seen no videos of Kanye West next to Trump in the White House. Now, there's a reason as to why. If you guys have been questioning, wondering as to where is Kanye, why is he not in the public eye? All right, there's an answer to that. Now, according to Kanye West, Donald Trump wanted Kanye to make a second apology to the Jewish community for his anti-Semitic remarks. Now, listen. Kanye West first did get an apology. Obviously, he's asking for a second apology. There's a reason why they're asking for a second apology. All right, Kanye West, his original apology was kind of generic. I will admit, some people are saying that was AI, Chat GPT. People are saying that was AI. That wasn't a human that actually typed that up. It was disingenuous. It wasn't authentic. It wasn't organic. And judging by that response, when I seen the apology, and it hurts me to say it, but it did seem a bit disingenuous, all right? And I'm not going to say, we fans of Kanye, but I'm not a fan of anti-Semitism and just speaking about any people, all right? Though I know there's certain things that people are trying to bring to people's attention, but let's not speak about that, at least for right now. All right, this is the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Keep that in mind. All right, with that being said, Kanye West has been missing in the public eye. And he wanted him to do a second apology. Obviously, Kanye West declined and opted out not to do that second apology. Does that give credence to, does that make that more valid, that it was disingenuous, that was generic? I don't know. You guys make that determination at home. But nonetheless, this is something that I did take notice, not seeing Kanye West being less vocal. Now, wait 1 second. Kanye West recently went on social network to say that he's going to be more vocal. All right. You guys know with the internet, things are kind of changed as of right now. Cancel culture. We can end off with this. Cancel culture, censorship. Things are being less censored. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, Instagram, less censorship. Now, what does that mean for this country? Obviously, we're protecting our amendment rights, freedom of speech, and freedom of press, woo-de-woo. We don't need to get technical. But the climate is changing in this country, all right? Kanye West might he might show himself more in the near future, according to what he just posted on social media. I don't have the post actually, but he posted and alluding to he's gonna be more vocal. He's gonna be more relevant. All right, but like I said, that's the reason why Kanye West hasn't been vocal, why he hasn't been visible as of lately, apparently. And to make this clear, Kanye West is a billionaire once more. All right, we got to clap it up again, always for that. Kanye West is a billionaire once again. All right, he's up there in the billies. Remember, they reduced him to $500,000. Now he's a full bill. He's a full billion. I ain't talking about no blood set. All right? So that's another example of cancel culture being canceled. Chris Brown receiving a Grammy. That's another example of cancel culture being canceled. Let's see who else is going to benefit from cancel culture being canceled, because I'm happy that has come to an end, all right? A lot of people got treated unfairly during the cancel culture era. Now, you guys, once again, this is L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 112. Now, you guys, tomorrow nights, I'm going to be dropping another episode. It's going to be episode 113. I don't know if how you guys had a chance to see some of the interviews. The Deslocks, the Junkie Junk, Zoe Pounds. You know, we had gunplay on this platform. Well, we have another person that's a part of Miami Foundation. All right, he goes by the name of Buster Free. All right, Forbes list Buster Free. That part. He's definitely part of the foundation, and it's a special guest, and it was an honor to have him on the show. We're gonna be premiering that tomorrow night, so you guys look forward for that to be premiered for tomorrow night. I believe Eastern time. We're in Florida. We're on the East Coast. 9 p.m. That part. All right, but nonetheless, shout out to Buster Free, a very informative video. You guys look forward, and you guys let me know how you guys feel about that video. Once again, you guys, this is the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. I'm public enemy number one. I'm considered the top op. That part. L.O.T.S approved, all right? Lord of the streets. We eating off the land here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. And don't disrespect your parents and show that you guys was raised correct. All right? Don't embarrass the people that raised you. And make sure you guys hit that like button and turn your notification bells. I know it's annoying. I know we turn off our notifications because it becomes annoying when we're doing things and you keep getting these messages popping up. But hello, it's me. It's your boy. I need you guys to turn your notifications on so you guys will be the first one to get wind of when I drop new content. You'll be the first one to get noticed. All right, to get the notice. Now, you guys know, we spoke about a lot of things today. We spoke about the Grammy Awards. Shout out to everybody who won awards at the Grammys. Shout out to the people that did it, the nominees, because you guys deserve flowers also just for being nominated. We spoke about the people that lost to Chris Brown, all right? Mooney Long. These people performing great in the market. Nonetheless, Kendrick Lamar, landslide. We spoke about Kendrick Lamar. Big shout out to Kendrick Lamar with all your accomplishments this year, Kendrick. And Drake, I kind of see what you're saying, but I don't think that's taken away from Kendrick Lamar and what he accomplished. Because Kendrick Lamar was 10 times more strategic than you, and you were strategic. All right? So that says a lot about Kendrick Lamar. Not necessarily saying less about you, because you deserve your flowers also too, Drake. But I don't know if you're going to be able to return to that top spot again. It looks like your career has suffered a death blow. I don't think your career will ever surmount to what it was once again. Don't shoot the messenger, because this messenger shoots back. Pow. Now, you guys know what else? We spoke about Kanye too, and we spoke about the Claressa Shields fight. Shout out to Claressa Shields. Women's boxing, exciting. You guys got a fan? I'm watching women's boxing from now on. I'm going to try to watch women's boxing, especially when Claressa is fighting. All right? And I might catch some of Danielle too. Even though she lost, they say she's powerful. So Claressa gave her some accolades, all right? That probably make me watch her more. Nonetheless, women's sport, Angel Reese, Claressa Shields, shout out to you guys, you know what I'm saying? And Mrs. Clark, the white girl. White girl be balling. Shout out to all the women in women's sports evolving, all right? Women in hip-hop evolving. Women, it's your time. You know I support y'all, man. That part. Now, you guys know how we always leave off. All right. First of all, this is the weekend. Usually, guys, I go on I go on around 9 o'clock on a Friday. But the Grammy Awards, I want to sit down and watch the Grammy Awards, and I just want to have more information. And I also had to watch the Claressa Shields fight also. So it was more appropriate for me to go on today. I found it would have been in my best interest to go on today. But usually we go on excuse me. I apologize. Hold on. Pardon me. I got this fan blowing. It's like be cutting off the air, making my throat dry. Hold on. Cut off this fan. Cut you off. You gotta go off, bro. All right. What I was saying. Back to what I was saying now. Claressa Shields, women's sports, amazing. I'm gonna be watching more often, especially Danielle too. I'm gonna watch you more often too. All right. But nonetheless, I love the way women's sports has evolved. All right. Now, you guys, it's a Saturday. I want everybody to make sure you guys are enjoying your weekend. Please do not leave out here without hitting the like button. Shows that you was raised right. And turn your notifications and smash your subscription buttons. Nonetheless, you guys know I leave with an outro. There's a particular way that I leave. All right, first of all, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. If God permits, c'est je voulais. All right, you guys will see me. If God permits, you guys will see me on Tuesday. All right, we're going on. Just the schedule. Tuesdays, Fridays, Sundays. All right, this is the days that you guys can catch the DSTM podcast, and we usually typically go live. All right, unless we have a guest. All right. And last but not least, you guys, I want to say this. These are words of encouragement for everybody. I live by these words. Remember this: failure and discouragement are the stepping stones to success. All right? Those are the stepping stones to success. You're not going to experience no success in what you're pursuing, your goals, and how difficult it is to accomplish these goals, because your goals are supposed to scare you. Not supposed to have no mediocre goals. Your goals are supposed to scare you, dynamic. People people doubting that you can do it because it's so astronomical. But you know what to say, if you aim for the stars, worst case scenario, you'll land amongst the moon. But nonetheless, you're gonna experience some failure in that process. A master fails 1,000 times. The difference between a loser and a winner is the winner kept trying. All right. So with that being said, you guys, discouragement and failure are the stepping stones to success. You're not gonna experience no success in life, no true success, without experiencing failure and discouragement. All right. And also, I always leave off with this, you guys. The highest mountain has the best view. Now, this is very important. This goes back to how difficult the task is, your goal. Your goals have to scare you. You have to be astronomical. With that being said, it's a steep hill that you're climbing, you know. And you got to think about the hill. When you think about climbing the hill, you make sure that you have your survival kit. You know what I mean? You prepare for lions and tigers and bears. You prepare for caverns, rocks, climbing rocks. You mean cold temperatures, frigid temperatures when you reach towards the top of the mountain, because you know it starts getting cold at the top of that mountain, shivering. But you prepared. Keep in mind, that steep hill, it's not going to be an easy climb. It's a steep hill, nonetheless. But you guys got to always keep in mind the reward behind that. There's a reward behind you climbing that steep hill. It's the peak. It's the top of the mountain. When you climb the mountain of success, and according to how difficult and how much it took of you, your story is going to be way more dynamic than the average person. The bigger the goal, the more opportunity, the bigger the reward. You reach the top of that mountain, you're going to see opportunity. You're going to have an eagle-eye view at the top of the mountain of how you can capitalize off of certain things. All right? The wisdom, your story, the experience that you had going up that mountain, how difficult it was. You have a story that builds character. You have a story that you can share with the world. And this is what distinguishes men from other men. It's your wisdom, your experiences. That's what separates men from men, all right? L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 112. You guys, with that being said, I usually play some outro music, all right, when we leave out of here. And typically, we're going to do that today in a DSTM fashion. You guys, make sure you guys enjoy that weekend, all right? L.O.T.S Approved Media, DSTM, episode number 112. You guys enjoy the weekend. I will see you guys on Tuesday, if God permits. That part, and I'm out.